Today I'm trying to recreate one of the most insane shots I have seen in my entire life. This is the situation. We're going to have a look how many tries it takes me, how long it takes me. But before we're going to do that, let's have a look at the footage. And as you can see, the cue ball is frozen to that 5 ball here. He has to make contact with the 2 ball. The problem is the cue ball is frozen to that ball, so this one rail path is not doable because you can only shoot into that direction. The 2 rail path here is also blocked by the 6 ball, so he's really in a horrible position. As you can see, he's shooting towards the short rail. What he's actually trying to do is he actually has to elevate, of course, because of the 5 ball, wants to shoot into the short rail and jump over the 5 ball onto the 2 ball. I mean, this sounds crazy, but in my opinion, this is a doable shot and I already made a video tutorial about it. But watch what happens next. Elevating, shooting, cue ball jumps on the 2. From the 2 ball, it actually jumped onto the 5 ball. The 5 ball made the combo on the 3 ball. You can see the crowd is going wild. I mean, this is one of the most insane shots I have ever seen. Have a look at the slow-mo again. Jumps over, cue ball jumps on the 2 ball, 5 ball, 3 ball combo. And now on top, what happens with the 2 ball? Watch where the 2 ball goes. It ends in perfect shape to continue his run. So let's actually try to pull that one off. I have, by the way, never tried this one before, so I'm really curious to see how many attempts it will take me. My guess, first of all, what's your guess? How many tries?
I would go for like 40.
40?
Yeah.
I would say 25.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
But 40 is actually also really, really good, so I hope I can pull it off, even within 40 tries, but we will see. So let's give it a try first. I think the main thing I have to figure out first is how much I have to elevate and how hard I have to hit to exactly land on the 2 ball. So this is going to take at least a couple of tries. So let's see, very first try ever. I mean, if this would work on the very first try, it would be insane, but I think chances are around 1% for that to happen. I think I have to aim a bit to the left here. Let's see, let's elevate that way. Okay, that was a horrible first try.
But we're definitely missing the right music for this one. Big shout out to your average pool player, Mr. Rolly Williams.
Ooh, that was much better. We had a really good length. I think the cue ball landed like here.
Yeah, the second attempt was actually pretty promising. Third attempt was okay. Number 4, complete mess.
That was a complete mess.
And we made the cue ball jump off the table. Time to recap.
Let's try a bit less elevation, but I mean, his cue ball, I remember the footage jumped like this, so this is pretty high.
And yes, I was definitely onto something with this statement, but I didn't really realize it at that time. On the next 4 shots, I was either jumping too short or too far. But now on number 10, we are actually making contact for the first time with the 2 ball, but the angle is just wrong. As you can see, this is the right angle. This is how we have to play it. And on attempt 15, I finally realized that.
Horrible? I mean, I can jump it that way over the 5 ball and make contact with the 2 ball, but I think for the cue ball to actually have enough energy to actually bump into the 5 and make the 3, we probably have to come from that angle, because then the 2 ball helps bringing the cue ball back into this direction. If the cue ball just hops into this direction, I think it has no chance to actually bump into the 5 ball. So I think we need that high hop on the cue ball.
Yeah.
But it would be nice to make a nice contact on the 2 ball first to see what actually happens.
So let's have a look at attempt number 16. I'm jumping over the 2 ball, so I decide to hit harder. I actually have a really nice cue ball, nice airtime, so we have consistency, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what happens next.
But you saw the cue ball even went a bit into this direction this time, because obviously I'm hitting high on the cue ball, so the cue ball has follow. It also gets a bit of follow from the rail, so it has a natural tendency to go into this direction if I'm making it hop like that. But we need to land on the 2 ball finally.
Yes indeed, but this is easier said than done.
Same thing again. At least we have a bit of a consistency right now.
Yeah, consistency is still there, that's true.
How many minutes are we in?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? I think that's fine. I still have a ton of energy left.
Well, I didn't really know what was still to come from this point on.
Too high. But I think even if you pull that one off, it's basically pure luck. If you pull it off on the first try or even on the 20th try, this is just luck. because this is definitely not reproducible.
Well, you can see I've changed my mind. Is it maybe because we're close to attempt number 25?
I would say 25. Okay, that was one of the worst so far. Don't know why that happened.
I mean, this was really horrible, but have a look at what happens in attempt number 26.
This was so far the closest. And we even made the 2-ball. Isn't that amazing? I played the bank shot. I think we're done. This is it. Thanks for watching. No, just kidding. But I think we landed a bit too high on the 2-ball. A bit more here, so a bit shorter would have been nice. But I mean, hey, come on, that's the first nice contact with the 2-ball, and we even made it.
And I mean, it just took me 26 tries. This is amazing. This should be done in 3 or 4 more tries. So let's have a look at attempt number 28, which was horrible. But 29, also horrible. And number 30, also horrible.
Maybe we should have just picked a bank shot for the very first video.
By the way, which one should I cover next? Let me know in the comments.
We didn't even come close to actually hitting the 2-ball on the right spot and even making contact with the 5-ball. I think this could take 200-300 tries, to be honest. How much battery do you have left? Do you see that?
No, I don't.
No? Yeah, I think it should be doable. Should be doable.
Yes, indeed, it should definitely be doable. And that's because why on this shot, I played one of the worst again. Every time I'm saying that.
Maybe within 100 tries we could at least make contact with the 2-ball and maybe make contact with the 5-ball. This would already be insane.
You heard it, we have a new mission, make contact with the 5-ball within 100 tries. But as you can see, I'm not getting anywhere close. It's getting worse and worse and worse. And the consistency that we had already is somehow gone. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong at this point. And this could take forever, basically.
Just gotta visualize. I'm in the same match. The crowd is watching. Now I'm in this situation. Of course, I would maybe play it a bit differently if I was in this situation. I would actually, to be honest, don't know if this was available. Maybe it was a bit different. I would just try to aim towards here with right spin. Maybe like this. And make contact with the 2-ball that way. I'm not too sure why he didn't do that. Maybe the shot wasn't on.
But it doesn't really matter. We have to pull off this one. And it looks as the attempts are getting worse somehow.
Maybe I'm just too afraid of the cue ball jumping from the table, because I think it just jumped like twice off the table. I think, yeah, twice.
Yeah, twice.
So maybe just hit a bit harder to give myself a better chance to actually jump from above on the 2-ball. Even if we have to pick up the cue ball every single time.
Finally, a good realization.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty good. This was a cool move. Here again, we're getting closer. Again, another good attempt, and I think now we're finally onto something.
Do you agree? I'm doing it now, and then we just finished the video for today.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay,
Just
so
go for it.
Let's go for it. No problem. Easy shot.
Do you think I will pull it off?
Easy.
I don't know why this always happens when I'm telling that I'm going to pull it off. But have a look. I have now a final realization.
Okay, now I think I have the secret formula to this shot. I'm actually going to not elevate that much, adding a bit more follow to the cue ball so that we definitely have to follow from the 2-ball and just hitting harder. I think that's it.
And I mean, we're at 60 attempts. It's finally time to understand this shot.
Yeah, you see, oh, that was a nice one. You see, we're getting that forward rotation again. The cue ball jumps high. Well, I think now I got it. Now I figured it out.
And I mean, to be honest, we're over 60 attempts now. At this point, I definitely have to get it, because otherwise this shot is impossible. But as you can see, I'm getting now consistent results. Finally, the cue ball hops in a nice way. I'm even making contact with the 2-ball, as you can see. So this is finally a really, really good sign that we're going to pull it off.
It will definitely take below 200 tries to make contact with the 5-ball.
Do you remember when I told you that it will take 25 tries to pull the whole shot off, and now I'm telling you 200 tries to make contact with the 5-ball? But I mean, come on, look at the cue ball. I'm always getting a nice hop now. We're making contact with the 2-ball. It's now just about hitting the right spot on the 2-ball. As you can see, we're getting closer and closer and closer, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to happen very, very soon.
Oh, did you see that? We actually made the 2-ball into here. That was new. But you saw, I hit it a bit too full, I think, a bit too far on the top. But we actually had the 2-ball go into that direction. We had the cue ball go into that direction. So this was, I think, so far the best attempt we had.
Yes, indeed, this was so far the best attempt, but keep in mind, if we make the right contact with the 2-ball, we also have to make that 3-ball combo. So just making contact with the 2-ball and the 5-ball doesn't mean that this shot is going to be successful. So it is finally time to make at least a contact with that 5-ball.
Over 100 tries?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. What did I say? Did I say 25?
Yeah, you did.
25 tries for this shot. I mean, 40 is already way too low, but 25. I think I overrated my skills a bit here. Come on! I think, oh, that's insane. That's insane, we pulled it off. We pulled it off. I mean, the cue ball and the 2-ball is a bit different, but we pulled it off. I mean, that's amazing. Maybe, just maybe we are below 100 tries, maybe we're above.
Yeah, we'll see.
But this was just, I didn't even watch what exactly happened. We definitely have to watch that in the slow-mo right now. But this is insane. I think, let's try if I can actually run this one, but even if not, this was just insane. We finally pulled it off. I was actually like maybe just 50, 60, 70 more tries, and now we finally done it. I'm so happy, we're over 1 hour. That's amazing. Let's try the 2-5 combo here. Yeah, we have that one. Not just one rail to the 4. Oh, that's a bit shy. That's a bit too short. More difficult than it could have been. Cue ball needs to slow down. Ah, this is nice. This is nice. Now we just have one more difficult position. Ooh, that's a bit... Oh no. Oh no. Ah, that was a bad one. Now I have to play that one right-handed. Of course, could play a safety, but let's go for the run-out. Okay, missed it completely, but you know what? Doesn't matter. We pulled that one off, and that's really, really amazing. Let me know in the comments what you think of this series, how many tries you took. If you tried that, I can understand if you don't want to try this one, because this is just insane. Thanks for watching, guys.
If you are still watching at this point, if you enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up for more pool lessons and videos like that. Subscribe to the channel. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and as always, see you at the next lesson. Take care.